build fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Oklahoma City Nighthawks and the Minnesota Vikings. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Second and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, he needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone. This time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Back to throw here. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
On 1st and 10, Youngblood forced out to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Youngblood. And incomplete on the deep ball.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They start the drive with Cook. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Off the RPO, he completes it. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The Vikings at 2-6 now on the year. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking to go 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Here we go, here we go. Have the 50s, have the... Hey, check that, street.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll take this down to the 33. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Here's 2nd and 8. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Going for it all. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. The kick by Elliott is good, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they have
out.
that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Okay.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Vikings 3, Blackhawks 0.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Youngblood. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive now is successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and it just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. He finds his man complete. That's Barnett. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
On 1st down, Youngblood. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off Play action. Youngblood. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So the completion good for just 3, and it'll be second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Cook now off the read option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up third down and 7.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up.
Vikings 9-yard line.
Let's go. Vikings, let's
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding the 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting his inside the 25. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. Down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now we're first and 10 at the 11. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Seven Pirates.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now, down at the 20-yard line.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things right.
He's got him in. Complete. 30. 10. Touchdown. T. Higgins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Nighthawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Nighthawks 13, Vikings 3. Jack Fox set to kick off.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half.
This is intercepted. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. 2nd and 5. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Ready, set. 70 Ranger. 60 Bison. 19 right.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
18, right here.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left.
Throw left side, taken in by Pittman.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
18.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Youngblood. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Youngblood. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Youngblood. And that is incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
T. Higgins was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Jose Borges on the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So the lead extended, and I think at this point you say, hey, defense, take us to the end.
Or if I got some good music to put to that, I could have a good country hit. I like the way you express yourself there. I think the offense has done enough so far. But like you said, if your defense is only giving up 3 points, makes it a lot easier to settle for field goals on this side of the ball.
And he's finally shoved out all the way up at midfield.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brought down at the 48-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And he is all the way up past the 25. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And then he goes down. Jabril Cox from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, Youngblood. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, they bring their punter out there now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
If we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe his quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
Over the middle, complete. That's Cook.
The pass complete to Dalvin Cook. It's a gain of 7. That makes it 3rd.
He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 20. Touchdown, Vikings. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
To number 20. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Oklahoma City.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Youngblood. Throw left side, complete. That's Barnett. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now As you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this... He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Ready? Hurt! Hurt! Right there, hurt!
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that intercept. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Za'Darius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go, Lee, go! Ready?
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Ready.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Off play action. Youngblood. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Throwing on 1st down. Youngblood. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. To throw on 3rd down, Youngblood. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Andrew Booth picks it off.
The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So with a late touchdown, no time remains, but they will go for two here to try to make this a touch more respectable. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take